Before I say anything, I don't have a capture card or way of recording my Xbox 360 without using my phone and some duct tape, so I'll just be using some other gameplay I have saved on my laptop. Now that that's out of the way, we may begin. So I woke up in the morning and I started watching YouTube videos before I went back to sleep. I ended up buying into the "Can your computer run Crysis" meme a little bit. I know I'm late to it, and I have known about it, but just never really cared since I've never seen or played Crysis. Then I remembered, isn't Crysis a trilogy? I remembered having the third game on my Xbox 360 and played it a little bit. I was never too into the story, but I played a few missions and did PvP with an old friend of mine. I decided to check it out again since it's been years since I played it. I looked through my downloaded Xbox 360 games and there it was. I went onto the game, but like anyone who still plays their Xbox 360 knows, it bends you over and eats you out with an update that doesn't change anything and only happens to annoy you. If those random updates you get years after playing a game means something, feel free to let me know, but I'm pretty sure they don't do anything. So after updating the game, I got myself some iced tea while loaded. I came back to a glorious title screen. I checked the options to see if I could turn up the motion blur, because I do that with every game I own. I saw some 3D options, and my dumbass wanted to turn them on to see what would happen. Then it gave me a message saying that I needed to be playing in 1080p for it to work, which blew my mind because I didn't know that Xbox 360s could do 1080p. My life collapsed around me as I realized I was in an endless void of 720p games, when the HD resolution was in reach the entire time. I'm not the person who complains about graphics or resolution very often, but I do prefer 1080p over anything else. I'm fine with 720p, and most of the time I'm playing my games on my laptop at 480p, because that's the only way I'll get them to run at 30 FPS or higher. But I don't care about 4K that much though. 1440p maybe if I had the chance, but I'm getting too far off topic. So I had to look up a YouTube video on how to enable 1080p on an Xbox 360. That took like 5 minutes and another minute or two to load back in the game afterwards. Now I was finally playing Crysis 3 on the Xbox 360 at 1080p. The game sucked. Now the gameplay was fun and all, but the game lagged so hard I felt my vision turning into a slideshow. I'm used to playing at 30 FPS, but I swear the game ran slower than that. It felt somewhere around 20 to 25 FPS. I ended up finding an FPS comparison between the Xbox 360 and PS3 version of the game, and I was right with my estimate. I had a hard time shooting because it was slow, and there was no aim assist as far as I know, so I couldn't hit anything. I actually checked my accuracy in a menu, and it said it was only about 26% I believe. Only 26 accuracy, and I know I suck at the game, because in all reality it was probably my fault and not the lag, but I truly felt like I couldn't hit anything. And there were a few times when I had to jump to different platforms and ledges, and that was an even bigger problem. The gunplay may have been my fault, but the jumping is 100% not my fault. I pressed the A button, and the jumping was super delayed. I probably could have drank an entire McDonald's cappuccino through my PP in the amount of time it took my man Prophet to jump. The entire lagginess of the game was probably because I was playing in 1080p, and had I turned it down to only 720p, I may not have been lagging, because I never remember the game lagging as bad as it did now. At some point there was a flying vehicle after me, and after wasting a lot of ammo trying to blow it up, it wouldn't get destroyed, so I had to run. I don't even know what difficulty I was playing on, but I felt myself getting shredded by a storm of bullets wherever I ran. The flying vehicle could shoot me from practically anywhere, so I never felt safe outside of buildings, which could have been a good thing, and made me feel like I was part of the world, like I was really the one trying to survive. And had I not already been getting shot at from 5 corners of a square by every enemy in the area. At that point, I just feel like I'm going to die no matter where I go. Funnily enough, I didn't die ever. I got really close to dying a lot, but I never actually died. In fact, I think I may have died once, but it's because I missed a jump because of the delay in the jump, but that was it. I wish I could have said more about this game, but I quit playing after a single mission. I don't even know what mission it was because I just pressed continue and kept playing from my save point from like 5 years ago. If you enjoyed this game, especially if you enjoy playing it on the Xbox 360, then don't let me doo-doo on your parade. And personally, I just dislike the Xbox 360 version. I'm glad it was free with Xbox Live Gold when I got it, because I would have been mad if I paid money to fall off a cliff because the A button didn't jump in time. So that's the story of the only time my Xbox 360 let me down. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please don't hit the game just because I said some things about it.